Pasalubong is certainly one of our unique Filipino traits whenever we go out of town by bringing home a little something, little tasty, a little something sweet, a little gift for our family, our friends, loved ones. We try to share a bit of our experience from our trip. Grabbing one of this favorite pasalubongs from Baguio may not be possible right now, but we can certainly ease our travel bug by making this really super set up alfajores recipe right at the comfort of your own kitchen, right at the heart of your own home. So please join us with our newest series of episodes as we highlight local breads and pasalubong items from our local travels. Hi everyone, this is Buddy Trinidad from the Pastry Alliance of the Philippines. Welcome to the Arla Pro Digital Kitchen Series. To start the recipe, we need to make our pat sucre. Okay, so start off with our cake flour. So this cookie is nice and delicate, so we use cake flour, not all-purpose flour. Sugar, right? I'm going to put that in the mixer just to let it mix, just for a couple of seconds. Okay. Now, what's key here? Quality ingredients. Okay, you can't make a good cake, good cookie, good anything if your ingredients aren't the best. Okay, so today we'll be using Arla butter, unsalted butter. Now that our sugar and flour is mixed, we add in our Arla butter. Now the butter needs to be chilled. Okay, so let me get that from the fridge. Nice and cold. Okay, needs to be nice and cold because this is a very delicate cookie. Okay, so you take this and you add it to your mixture, flour and sugar mixture. Okay. All right. Once that's all in there, we're going to give it a mix. Okay, and we're looking for pea size. Okay. It's going to crumble. Okay. It's going to crumble. It's going to come together. Pea size size is what we're looking for. A little bit. And the color is going to change. So we're going to go from white because of the flour and the sugar to slight yellow because of the butter, okay? And every time you bake, always use unsalted butter. This way you can control the salt content of your products, okay? So, by the way, a little later, I'm going to tell you guys how to win 6,000 pesos worth of Arla products. Regular Arla products and regular Pro product and Arla Pro products. Okay, so now our mixture is right about there. Okay, you don't want to overmix this. Okay, so I'm going to stop it. I'm going to combine my Arla whipping cream right here and 2 egg yolks. Okay. Now the whipping cream and the egg yolks add richness, okay, to this cookie. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back on, speed 1 again, because I'm just going to mix this in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put in the egg yolk and whipped cream mixture. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I just want to mix it just for a little bit. Okay, then stop it. All right. Then I'm going to take it out. Now, this dough needs to chill for about 30 minutes. Okay. So you're going to take it out of here now and put it in the chiller. If you're in a hurry, you can put it in the freezer for a little bit. Okay, but the beauty of this recipe is that all the components you can make ahead of time. Okay, so take it out of here, put that there. Okay, use my spatula a little bit. Okay, yeah. Now I'm just doing this by hand because, like I said, I don't want to over mix it in the machine. Okay. Now what you can do is you can put this on the table, throw it on here on the table, and then mix it by hand. Okay. So I'm good. Okay. Now, normally you'd wrap it in saran wrap, cling film, okay, and then put it in the fridge. But to make life easy, what I use is I just use a plastic bag, okay? You can use a Ziploc if you like, okay? Just take your Ziploc, here, put that there, use this. See that? Just put it right in your bag. And the good thing about this is that you can reuse the bag. Okay? And then what I like to do is I like to flatten it out. So you take this, flatten out like this. I always try to make a square, all right? This way, if I don't need all of it, right? I can just quarter it, make lines like that, and then just use a quarter or only use half. And also, by doing this step ahead, instead of putting it in a ball, by doing this step, it's easier to roll out, okay, when you need it. Okay, so perfect, just like that. Okay, Ziploc, like that. Just boom, in the fridge. Okay, now if you're gonna use this for business, you can do this ahead of time. You can do one batch at a time if you have a small mixer. Okay, and then you can just take this and then stack it in your fridge. Okay, you can make 10 of these, 20 of these, and put it in your freezer. Okay, and every time you need cookies, there's a quick order and everything, you just grab it, roll it out, and you're good to go, okay? So, very good, always, if you're in production or anything like that, if you have a business, this is always good to have in your freezer, okay? So you take this, right? Put it in the chiller, you take it out, 30 minutes later, okay? Now what I've done it ahead, okay? I've made some ahead. Get your rolling pin, okay, roll it out to about ½ inch, quarter. It's up to you really how delicate or how thin you want your cookie to be, okay? And so what I've done is I've rolled some out and I've cut some ahead of time. Can you guys see? Yeah, right there. And I've used a fluted cutter, right, like that. You can use a plain one if you want. It really depends. The size of the cookie depends on your packaging, what you're gonna put it in. If you're gonna put it in a tube, then obviously the cookie needs to be a little bit smaller than the tube. If you're gonna put it in that kind of packaging, if it's gonna go in a box, are you gonna wrap it one by one? It's really up to you. Okay, so the size is up to you. So the yield of this recipe is really up to you. Okay, so you take that, sprinkle a little bit sugar on top, and in the oven it goes. Now, I've made some already, right here, okay? So nice and golden, okay? Ready to go. But, let me put the cookies right here. What are we gonna put inside? We still have to make the filling. Okay, now, I'm gonna make 2 fillings for you today. One is the traditional Alfajores filling, which is the Dulce de Leche, right? Everybody knows how to make Dulce de Leche, right? You just take condensed milk, put it in a pot, fill it with water, and boil it, right? Now, normally you can go for 4 hours, but for this one, I went 9 hours. Depends on how thick you want it to be. And it also depends how you're gonna, like I said, how you're gonna package your cookie. If you want it more stable, you want it less runny, then you cook it for longer, okay? So this one went for 9 hours. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the inside. Obviously, the longer you cook it for, the darker it's gonna be and the more intense it's gonna be. Here we go. Look at that. Okay? Nice. So, what I've done, let me show you what it looks like here. This is what it looks like right there. That's how dark that is. Look how thick that dulce de leche is. Nice and thick. Okay, I'm going to set that off to the side, and I'm going to show you how to make the other filling. Okay, so the other filling we're making today is a lemon cream cheese filling, really. Okay, the cream cheese will add stability to the filling, and well, I love lemon, so there you go, right? So here we go. Very easy, right? You take your lemon juice. Now, every time I make this recipe, or anytime I use lemon juice, I always use the zest as well. Always. Okay, there's a lot of flavor in the zest. Okay? Egg yolks and whole eggs. Okay? And your sugar. All right. Take that and give it a whisk. Now we're going to cook this over hot water, okay? Until it reduces and it gets nice and thick. And once it gets thick, then you add your Arla unsalted butter, okay? What happens there is that the butter will give it an extra cream. It'll be extra creamy because of the butter, right? And it's, you know, it's just a better mouthfeel, just better texture all around. Okay, so I'm going to put this on top of a double boiler. So I have cream cheese here. Now, if your cream cheese is really, really cold, then you have to use the mixer, okay, with the paddle. But I just left the cream cheese out a little bit so I can do this by hand. Look how nice and smooth that is, okay? Then you just add your powdered sugar, okay? Then you just mix that. You just fold it together. There we go. See that? Now, I've made some lemon curd already yesterday, okay, and I know it's here. Here it is. Here we go. Okay, so I've made some lemon curd yesterday. Here. Okay, so just take that. Now, when you do this recipe, it's not what I want you to do is to do 1:1 ratio of your cream cheese and your lemon curd. Okay, that way the balance is you get a proper balance and one doesn't overpower the other. Okay, so I've pre-weighed this. Okay, gonna add that together. We're just gonna fold it. There you go. Nice. I want to remind everybody that, you know, you can go to SNR and they have the full line of all Arla products, Arla Pro products as well. All the cheeses, all the creams, whipping cream, all the milk, all the butter, okay? And you know, as a professional, we have to look and search question, test, all these products that are out there. And really what's very important to us is consistency, because we use these products day in, day out. And our clients, our customers, want the same high quality product every single time. Okay, so in turn, that's our job, is to look for the best that's out there. Okay, so this is the other filling. Now, what I've done, let me set this aside here. So you're gonna take your cookie, right? And I do this just to see if it's the same size, right? I know you use this. I use the same cutter, but by the practice of doing this, by using my fingers, I can pretty much tell that my cookie are the same size. Kind of like what I do with making macarons. So what you do is you flip one over. That's going to be the bottom. All right, here, let me replace that. There we go. All right. So, like when you do production, when you do hundreds and hundreds of these, this is the way to go. Now, so what I have here, like I told you, I'm going to do a twist on this, okay? So I have the Dulce de Leche filling right here. It's in the bag. Just a plain tip, okay? So you go ahead and pipe around. All right? Don't be stingy. There you go. Now, you notice there's a hole in the middle, right? So when I pipe this Dulce de Leche, I'm putting a space in the middle, okay? That's so when people see this and they're like, oh, Alfajores, one of my favorites, right? I'll have one. And then they take a bite, they'll be like, wait a minute, there's something in the middle of this. What's that? Right? So what I did, I'm going to show you. I made chocolate ganache. So there's a dark chocolate ganache, which I will put in the center of the cookie. So now you've got another flavor there, to take your Alfajores up a notch, maybe to the next level. I don't know. Alfajores 2.0. So you know how to make a chocolate ganache 1:1. I use dark chocolate 60% here, and whipping cream. So you just get 100 grams of chocolate, 100 grams of whipping cream, right? Use the rubber spatula together, and you get chocolate ganache. So you put the ganache in the middle, just like that. Okay. We do a little powdered sugar. Right? Do it like that. Then you take it, put it right on top. You sandwich cookie right there. All right? So that's one. And then the other one, now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and dust the second, since I have it here. That will cut my, all right? All right? And then, there you go. I chilled this is my lemon curd and Arla cream cheese filling, all right? So you just put that in the middle. Just pipe it like that. And then you take your top. Put it right there. So you get a stand like that, rotating stand, and you put your right on there. Now, for those who are in business, you have your own business, right? You can do this so easy, right? And Arla is always readily available anywhere, really, and everywhere. And here's the thing that I have for you today, right? You can win 6,000 pesos worth of Arla products. All you have to do is make your favorite recipe using the Arla products, right? Take a photo of your recipe, post it online, all right? And tag them at Arla PH. Share your greatest kitchen stories using Arla products, right? Post it. Use the hashtag #MyArlaPro, and you can win 6,000 pesos worth of Arla products. These are for the months of June and July 2021. And that's it, okay? Now, the days of hoping that someone, coming all the way from Baguio to bring you some of these, are long gone, because you can now make it in your own home, in your own kitchen, using great products, okay? And remember to share your stories, okay? Because I'm sure there's some fun ones, okay? And you can find our Arla and Arla Pro products for your, daily dairy and daily kitchen needs, okay? Visit any SNR membership club and look for the Arla Pro series consultants that are there to assist you if you have any questions for their, with their cheeses or creams or butter. Okay, and there's so much more, not just that. Okay, well, I hope this recipe somehow eased your travel, the travel bug, and help you in your business. Stay tuned for more easy local bread and pasalubong recipes next week, only here at the Arla Pro Digital Kitchen Series. Okay, again, this is Buddy Trinidad from the Pastry Alliance of the Philippines. Salamat po.